Alright, my man 6ix9ine over here. He said he liked audio. He's an audio man. Let's see how he likes the Stage 1 Cobra 29. Stage 1. Stage 1 is a Lou Franklin tune-up, okay? This will most likely be the low side of my power variable and the low side of my power switch because I'm not done with it. But I'm going to give it a preliminary run and see what they like. A brand new Cobra 29. Out the box, not even an hour and a half.
I'll be done till I get me something. I used to have power mics and stock mic and all kind of things. But let me ask you, I don't hear you no echo mic. Oh yeah, you're not the type of person that like echo mic, right?
I do have echo on the radio, but I don't like to use it because it just annoys people.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like echo mic. A lot of people don't. When I had my echo mic,
Generous
I was
meter.
mindful of it. Because people sometimes comment, you know. But man, it just come across my mind. A few people out there seem to like it. And I think they have a problem about the people who comment about it, so sometimes they stay off of it. That's what I ask, you know. Alright, buddy. Take whatever it is, man. I'm planning to, somewhere down the road, later on, somewhere down the road, I'll get me one, I'll get me back one, but just make sure the setting is just about little of anything at all when you come to the echo. Alright, right home, man. I'm up and about and around. I'm in the house. I'm warming up the radio.
Hey, 6ix9ine.
Alright, brother. Alright, what you have to do, and I have to do what I have to do over here, Roger?
Yeah, somebody came in alongside you there. Let me see who is working in there. Who's your station?
Hey, 6ix9ine. I heard you said you like audio. And I'm trying to get a Stage 1 audio check. Hey, 6ix9ine, you said you like audio. I'm trying to get a Stage 1 audio check. Hey, 6ix9ine, how's my audio sound?
Sound like 1 to 7. Sound like 1 to 7 because I always hear you this way all the time. Signal? Well, you didn't ask for audio. You didn't ask for signal. Your signal is right up, right on. But they sound like the original 1 to 7, Roger.
No, the reason I'm asking is, it can't sound like me, man, because I just got done with this about 10 minutes ago. This is a brand new Cobra 29 with a stock mic and the dynamic all the way to the right. This is gonna be my, this is gonna be the low side of my 2-stage power variable switch. But it's a brand new Cobra 29 with a Stage 1 Lou Franklin tune-up, and I just wanted to get an audio check. You're 127 back quiet.
I think I see you in the audio, and I was in my bed, not exactly by the radio. But when I'm in my bed, I couldn't hear the radio. And I think I heard you in there making some adjustment and talking to Dr. Love and all like that. I thought you all would be in there for a while. And let me do a little listening with you all making whatever adjustment and whatever it would be like and sound like. But you all didn't stick around for long. But it's something good over here, man, as I said. Whatever you're doing there right now, you seem like you have everything line up the right way, man. Sound like you have everything line up the right way, Roger.
Yeah, Roger D. Yeah, that wasn't me kicking it with Doc earlier. I was on this radio, the one on top of this one you see in the video. I'm not done with that radio, man. That is a, that's a 27-year-old to be exact. Unit 148, Cobra 2000 in a nutshell, whatever you want to call it. But it is 27 years old. I'll do a video gate on it and specifically show you the back plate on it and show you its 1992 date. That's a 27-year-old radio there. You know, whoever went into it, man, they this is what they did. This is what all my equipment says they did. They turned the audio variable as far right as it'll go. They maxed out the driver final. And they did the big no-no. They cut the clarifier. But I'm going to center slot the bitch. I'm going to gear it up to my box. I'm going to make sure it's box ready. You know, because my driver, there's a... listen, I'm gonna make sure, you know, if you think it sounded good earlier, if you think those radio checks are the people in Skipland were telling me I was sound, wait till I get done with it, man. Yes, sir. That was a 27-year-old, 148, a unit in 148, and I really, you know, when you get something like that, in a shape like that on the inside, it really makes you wish you were the first set of hands ever going in. But don't worry. Watch what it sounds like. You think that sounds good? Wait till I get done.
Let me see if I'm following you the way I'm supposed to. The radio that you're talking on right now, only on when I heard you with Dr. Love, I thought I heard you was telling him about a new radio. But I'm a little bit, don't think I'm following you the way I should. Because I'm thinking in my little head here right now, you know, if you have a new radio and out of the box, any adjustment and any modification and all kind of thing like that, to have it sung the way you want it, the way you like it, you would be the one who started it and do whatever adjustment and modification. But I'm kind of a little bit not sure I'm hearing it, whether or not you're saying that somebody did something on it before you get it. Am I hearing you right, Ryan?
Yes, that's correct. That is correct. When you heard me talking to Dr. Love, I was talking about unboxing the radio I'm talking on at this moment. The radio I was talking on to Dr. Love was a 27-year-old Uniden production 148. Like I said, it came in dead key at 6 watts. It came in with a cut clarifier, a center slot reading 18643 something, and another number, you know. But yeah, man, whoever worked on it, this is exactly what they did. First thing they did was turn that audio variable as far as it'll go. And then they turned the power up, the dead key, as far as it'll go. And then they played with it to get a little swing. And then they must have cut the clarifier. But once they did that clarifier mod, it's like this. When you have a CB radio, such as Cobra Uniden, and it's a sideband rig, okay? That clarifier right there, when it's center slot, that means that little black dot splitting that little orange dot right in the middle. When it's center slot, it's beautiful. The minute you do that clarifier mod, it's rarely, because of the chip and the way it hits the mod and the way it works, it's about a kc and a half off. So whoever cut the clarifier was unaware, you know, that they got a center slot and they got to redo it. But the minute you cut the clarifier, you can forget about that sideband rig being used on sideband ever again, so you better be talking on AM. You're 127 back here.
Yeah, that was the next question I was going to put towards you there. Because I know I heard you told him of the modification and anytime you touch whatever you just explained, you better make up your mind that you'll be AM talker and not a sideband talker. So whatever you now explained, you did said it early on. So you on top of exactly what you explaining to me there, because I heard you said it earlier, and so you on top the game right now, Roger.
Yeah, well, when you're listening to DX, you could pick a cut clarifier right out the box right quick. Let me tell you how you could pick a cut clarifier from a CB radio that's tuned up wrong. Listen up. You're listening to the skip radios. That radio that you're hearing is about 7-9 pounds. Nice carrier. But while it's talking to you, it's sounding like an aeroplane flying in and out, away and to you. That is a cut clarifier. And normally, the majority of it, okay, if you rock the dead key too high, which most cats do, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, it's going to run on you. So when you're talking, even though your carrier sounds like it's a solid 7.9, but your audio sounds like an airplane coming in and going and like rocking through a synthesizer, like it's real. That's a running VCO. And that is what happens. And it happens so much easily and quicker when you cut that clarifier. But listen, you don't got to believe a word I'm saying, man. Just remember, I'm the man with the knowledge, the know-how. I'm the man they been walking into mall stores for 30 years looking at behind the counter. I know what the pluck I'm doing. I didn't just start this a year ago. You're 127, I'm clear.
Roger. Alright, you know, I heard you guys over and over talk a couple times about video gate and blah, 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 blah. Trinity Online introduced me to something like you can go on YouTube and look at whatever you have up there, you know. I go there couple times. I can't remember if I see a number of there, say 127, oh boy, Pistol Grip, and Dr. Love and all like that, and I try to look to see what picture might be up there, if I could see what you guys maybe look like with the video gate or whatever you all have up there. I listen to the audio from time to time, you know, but try to put a face to the audio. But every now and again, I go there and look around. I see other operators, like guys who talk about how they get in and when they get in, and listening to chuckers and all like that. So I browse around a little bit from time to time, but I don't think I always get it the way that I am looking for it. But Trinity Online did introduce it to me, what to look for and all like that. I hear you explain already to anybody if they go looking for anything, how they gonna get it, what they got to put in and all like that, alphabet wise and all like that. So every now and again I try to go around and see if I can see who is who and what they look like and all like that. I think one time I ran into more than one, Dr. Love, but I try to put whoever it is, whether or not it's tall, short, black, white, or whatever. But I don't think I ever come up with whatever I wanted. Every now and again, I come across certain things on Facebook too. Sometimes I got me up a little something up on Facebook there. People probably know me, maybe run into me every now and again, and maybe see what 69 look like on Facebook. To Pistol and more pistol. 127. I'm in the house there, Roger.
Roger, right on, sir. All right, I'm gonna get back in my quiet share, man. I want to finish doing what I'm doing here, man. I don't know which one I'm gonna finish tonight. Probably gonna be this 29. So, but then again, listen, you're gonna hear me rocking both of these for about the next 30 hours. So watch the gates, man. I know some are curious what it is I'm talking on, you know. And most of the times I'm actually asking for radio checks. You know why, right? Because I'm on a different radio. But when I gotta hear y'all saying it sounds just like Richie, it makes me a little irate.
Somebody waiting on you for those radio right now? You just gonna do them and put them in the showcase or something? Somebody probably can't wait losing the night's sleep in order to come and collect it, they going?
Nah. Ain't nobody acting like that. You know, so some operators are real brilliant, some operators are real easy, and some operators are confident. Some operators even believe that the longer I hold on to that radio, the better it's going to sound. But no, I think the one you're seeing in the video, the 148 sitting on top of this 29. If the meter in the 148s I got, you know, if it don't have that fifth wire, man, listen, I might have to order a brand new meter for this particular unit. You know, even though I got like brand new meters here in the package, they're for Cobra 29s and unit of 7/8. You know, I'm not sure if they're working this, but you know, I'll scope it out and see what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You talk about smart, brilliant, and whatever other words you use backing up what you're saying. But I know when it comes to us, we all are human, and they have a phrase, once a man, twice a child. It's like you order something and you're waiting to receive it from the UPS or UPS mail. And sometime as soon as you hear that doorbell ring, you're looking forward to probably see on the outside a UPS truck with your package or whatever the case may be. So, a lot of people like that. One time I met this guy, I went by UPS to either drop off something or whatever the case may be. And I met this guy, he was walking there. And he told me, he said, I'm walking around here for a long damn time. And me, myself, if I order something and they come in with the UPS, as long as I'm home waiting for it, sometime I'm at ease, man. Can't wait for I hear the doorbell ring, maybe a phone call or something. Sometimes they say once a man, twice a child, man. We like, when we expect something, we like a little kid waiting for it there and anxious there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger D. Just for the record, and I'm going to be honest here, tell you, most of my table rocks all nines, flat zeros, maybe blinked out one. But most of my table, for the most part, is all nines, blinking zeros. The majority of the radios coming out the box are 99s, some blink 0, 98s, 99s. Most of them are just flat 99s, some of them are 98 zones, some of them, you know, whatever. But I'm not going to lie when I tell you that, you know, out of most of the radios I unboxed this year, this one came out the box more off-channel than most of them. The digits on this one is 497, what was it, 73, no, it was 4973 something, man. To me, that's just too off-channel for my liking to be pulled out of a box. You know, it's rare that radios come out the box that much off. But it does happen. It really does, you know what I mean? But like I said, for the most part, the majority of the radios on my table, after I'm done with them, they're straight up zeros blinking 99 or zeros blinking 01. Straight up. Most of them coming out the box are 99 blinking zeros that I've seen. I have 4 different devices to read frequency. 2 of them match up identical on every unit. And I got 9 and 10 digits to work with. So I know what the pluck I'm doing.
I could only listen. I don't know how that one work. Every time I hear you mention about radio and your shop, there's 2 people always on in my mind. There's the days when I used to go down to Millie. That's a couple years ago. You don't know when Millie was around. I don't know if she's still around, but that's a couple years ago. And one of my number one person, radio-wise, is Delta Electronic. I used to go up to Delta Electronic. As a matter of fact, me and him is, we get to be real personal friends. We carry the same birth month and everything like that. He's a Aries like me. And I used to go up there if I need anything. I go up by him. I had like Texas Star 500 Texas Star from him when I used to be in a Mobile. Wilson 5000, things like that, you know. I used to go up there when I need me a little quarks. I think the quarks that I have on this Amtron 99, the Amtron 99 too come from him, you know. And my good friend, you know, I don't see him the way that I used to. There was once upon a time, if I want something, I have something to fix, I would drop it off for him, because he used to work in Brooklyn, what you call down that side, the Barrow. He used to work down in that area, and I would drop it off for him, and whenever he fix it, he bring it down, and I journey down there instead of go all the way in the Bronx, you know. So my good buddy, man, I don't really see him the way that I used to, but very nice guy. I don't know about other people, and I know a lot of, when I say no, a few operators who used to give him a little, you know, something, and buy a lot of his stuff. Know his wife personally, and his son go there a couple times and meet him also. Very nice guy, man. Anytime I hear you mention about shop, he always run to my mind, because I know when you go by him, you know, you could see everything there in his shop. On the shelf there, you know, new radios, microphones, you name it. So, I don't know if you have a place just like he do, something larger, bigger, whatever the case may be. I just picturing in my mind what your situation could be, what your situation is like there, Roger.
All right, listen up, man. Try to understand something and let's get this straight, okay? Millie. Love Millie. Millie, good friends with my father's, good friends with certain family members. Okay, my FCC license came out of Millie's. The reason why I wanted a CB shop was because of Millie's. Millie's had one of the best reputations in CB on the East Coast. And I'm not going to lie to you when I tell you, man, in the 90s, she wanted me to work for her. Yeah, when that offer hit my table, when we were discussing this, It was at that moment I wished I could have not been an undercover cop. I wish I could hang up my badge, my career, all the fucking Mickey Mouse mama drama, baby bullshit I'm going through right now, because I'm looking at the traffic flow in my joints, and then I'm thinking about the traffic flow for decades in her joints. And I told her straight up, I said, look, listen, I'm good at what I do. I said, but my repair bench is really not where I like it to be. She goes, no. She goes, listen, don't worry about any of that. She goes, that's not what I want you for. She goes, listen, I got guys that can do the repairs you can't do. She says, but when you pull them radios out the box and do what you do, and I've heard from people who've been in your store watching you, when you pull them things out the box and do them things you do, she says to me, Richie, your work is phenomenally flawless. Nobody can get near that when you do what you do when you're pulling these things out the box. She goes, that's what I want you on my team for. Yo, listen, look, man, listen, it was mid-90s. I was, look, it's too much to get into. But understand this, Millie's was a very nice shop. And Millie's happens to be one of the better stocked showrooms that you've walked into. So understand when I am about to tell you, when I tell you what I tell you. If you remember what Millie's looked like when you walked in, I want you to imagine all that and about 5 to 7 times larger. I want you to understand the ramification of the statement when I tell you, when my next set of doors open, when you walk in, if the security guard don't stop you in your tracks outside, call you by your government name and tell you, I'm not allowed to let you in. Because, a couple are getting that. Nevertheless, when you walk in, the only thing you're going to be able to say is, oh my God, this is definitely the largest, most well-stocked, versatile, across-the-board merchandise transceiver showroom I've ever walked into. Yo, 127 Richie RC. That's Richie RC 127, a.k.a. Heads Radio Control on the East Coast. I'll be right back.
I don't know if you have anything on the way video is concerned. As a video, I know if I go on my phone, which is right in front of me here, and I put in Delta Electronic in the Bronx, and location-wise, to go there right now, to get there without use my GPS, but I know if I go on my phone and I put in Delta Electronic, blah blah blah, you could bring up the building and see what it's like and all like that. Yeah, location-wise and all like that. So I don't know if you have a situation like that. I could probably look at your location and what it look like from my phone. How you call it? GPS-wise and all like that. Alright, man. Maybe one day, who knows? Maybe one day, you might see me in the place. You never know as time go by. You never know. Never too late for sure. Hey, 127, I'm in the house. I'm back with. 127, 225, coming to Rover first to tell you to shut the hell up. Why you wanna tell him shut up now? Why do you wanna tell him shut up now? We having a conversation with 69, and we're not talking bullshit, man. Talking about educationally about his business that he doing all like that. We're not holding up the band talking bullshit.
Alright, this is what I'm gonna do here. I told y'all I was gonna show you something, right? This is what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna spin this radio around for y'all. The Messy Miracle Bench. This Cobra 148. I'm gonna turn this dump plucker around. I'm gonna see if I can show y'all that it's 27 years old. Well, December of 92. Wow, man. 92 to 19, man. I think that is 27 years old. Mr. 127, the king of New York City. Your hole in the wall, Messy, Miracle Bench, Richie, RC like RC Cobra, 127 at the helm of the realm, getting on down.